What's up, my friends? It's C-Threep. So I built out this lovely studio over the last year. I really messed a lot with where to put my drums, and they ended up facing a wall, and that was just the easiest place to put them to conserve space and allow easy access to get over to the drums and sit down on them quickly and easily and just start recording and having fun. Consequently, it made it kind of tricky to figure out what to do with the kick mic. And what I ended up doing is I just put the kick mic through a hole I had already made in the drum head on the opposite side. And it's just resting on a pillow inside here. That's actually a perfectly legit and valid way to mic a kick drum, is to put the microphone in the kick itself. But I kind of just put it there, and I've been for months now recording stuff and using it that way and getting okay results. And if I end up sticking with that way, then whatever, I'll work with it. Now, even if you don't have a drum set and you're not miking your drums, this I think is just going to be a valuable lesson to anybody when it comes to recording, because a big part of recording is figuring out the best way to use your particular microphone in your particular room. Now, I am in such a small room. It's like, I don't know, 14 feet by 10 feet or less or something like that. I don't know, it's not very big. So you can already rule out the big drum sound. I'm not going to get this sound that professionally recorded drums will have, where they're in a really big room and they've got a nice room mic that's picking up the big sound of the drums. Like, I'm not going to get that here. So maybe I go polar opposite and just do as dead of a sound as I possibly can and get that kind of unique sound that is going to be inherent to a small room. I'm gonna try it from like 10 different ways, and then I'll compare and figure out which way I think is going to be best. Interestingly, the drum head I have on here is at least 7 years old. I think it might be 8 or 9 years old. It's still got some scuffs on here from when I did a music video with my band a long time ago. And I was holding my drums and smacking it with the drumstick, kind of like a jungle aesthetic that we had for that music video. Still has the same scuffs on there. It's still the same drum head from long ago. But it sounds really good still, so I don't care to really replace it. And it was a really expensive head, like $60 or something. So in the words of every other YouTuber on the planet right now, shoot, what do they say? Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, I'm going to turn the microphone so it's facing the beaters now instead of facing the shell. I'm going to throw on my old worn out Converse for this. It's now further back. Alright, I'm now holding the mic halfway into the hole that I had made on the opposite drum head. Now it's just about an inch away from the drum head, but not the hole, because I don't want the air blowing on it. As far as how I tighten my heads, I usually make them about finger tight and then go another quarter turn or half turn. I don't know, maybe I need to start experimenting with it, make it tighter. There's actually a pillow that came with the kick drum, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to put the mic on this pillow and then stack it with another pillow that places the mic lower than it was before, and now it's covered. I've got the mic now actually a little closer to how it was very initially. Basically, the only difference is that the lugs are tighter. So far into the testing, I absolutely love the original way that I had it more than anything that I've tried. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to loosen these back up to kind of the loose tension that I used to have. I kind of tighten them a little bit more, experimenting with that, and it doesn't have as much boomy resonance. So I'm going to loosen these, and I'll try putting this old Utah Jazz blanket, I mean like 20-something years old, put that over the shell of the drum, see what that can affect. All right, surprisingly to me, the initial position where I put the microphone is, frankly, it's my favorite. It's got the deepest punch to it. It's got some high clicky frequencies in there, and it actually works really well in the mixes that I'm doing. I'm having some success getting it to cut through, whether you're listening to some of my mixes on my good studio monitors or a cell phone, or do we call them cell phones anymore? My smart device. So I'm just going to stick with the original, but I'm glad I've got the peace of mind now knowing that I've tried a million other ways, and this is one that works for me with my microphone on my drum set in my room. You might get a totally different sound with different microphones in different rooms, but this is what works for me, so hopefully this has been helpful for you to see that you just need to experiment and try stuff out. I'll end you off with one of my newest songs, Atlanticus. It's going to be on an album that I'm working on, just so you can hear what the drums sound like in that sweet, sweet kick drum. And that's it. Bye.